We are here in the Florence Firestone neighborhood in South Central LA for our first annual Expo Kermesse and our first annual Latin Labric placemaking event. They both happen to come together, and the schedules and stars aligned, and they're happening on the same day at the Florence Firestone Community Organization, a nonprofit based here in our neighborhood. Yes, so it goes a bit further back. I used to be an LA County urban planner assigned to this neighborhood. I was here working on the ground, pushing my work to the street level, building relationships, establishing trust, rebuilding bridges between the Florence Firestone community and the county, but also between Florence Firestone and planning itself. I did that for well over a decade and formed really strong bonds with this community. Along the way, we came together and co-created a new form of planning in this neighborhood called embedded planning. And that was part of the work that I was doing. I was embedded in this neighborhood. So fast forward to many years later, and the COVID-19 pandemic, COVID hits, the world is upside down. We have a lot of difficulty getting help from our local government because the state of the world being so chaotic. And the community members, what do? What people often do in this neighborhood when they have to. They come together and get it done by figuring out how to do it themselves. So this community formed a organization called the Florence Firestone Community Organization, the FFCO, to basically provide services, to provide resources, and to do really embedded urban planning work during the beginning days of COVID and beyond. That's how I got involved. I had stepped away from county service, and I had stepped away from the neighborhood a little bit to do some new things. And when I heard about it, I said, this is incredible. This is an extension of all the work that we had been doing for over a decade here. Y'all just created an urban planning organization on your own, an embedded planning organization. So I said, can I get involved? Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
And they said, not only can you get involved, how about you join the board? So I joined humbly in the role of vice president, and we were able to come together and convert what was originally an S corporation into a nonprofit. And that's what we are now. We are a nonprofit in this neighborhood, serving entirely for and because of Florence Firestone. The key thing about organizations like this organization and others that it was modeled after, is that it is here. It is part of the fabric of this neighborhood. We are located on the corner of Compton and 70th in the heart of Florence Firestone. Our doors are open. We provide services, we provide education, we provide programs, we provide food giveaways, we provide resource fairs, we do community engagement, we do urban planning work. We are here. An organization like this is something that can be modeled in neighborhoods anywhere, where you are embedded into the fabric of the neighborhood and you are a part of the neighborhood, giving back and working in partnership with the community. This is the work that we've been doing for many decades in Florence Firestone, and essentially it's been kind of formalized into this organization and our mission. We've taken a lot of the informal advocacy and innovation that we've done and formalized it in this program. And now we're just growing by leaps and bounds. And the future looks good, muchas gracias, for not only our organization and our friends and neighbors, but also for this community. So let's talk about the event today. We have not only the Expo Kermesse, which is a community fair fundraiser where we have food, we have music, people coming together. It's a beautiful expression of Latino culture. The tandem event is called Latin Labric. We are having architects, designers, and planners coming up from Guadalajara to do a placemaking event. Placemaking is a creative activity that is a way to really define the place where you are using a variety of techniques, right? Sometimes it's called place curating and place keeping because, hey, planners don't necessarily make the place. It's already there, right? So planners can help curate it and keep it, especially keep it from being gentrified. So it's a process where you come together to do creative activities to really highlight the space that you're in, highlight the neighborhood, highlight its history, highlight who you are. Latin Labric is a Latino placekeeping, place curating, and important community event that will celebrate Latino culture. It'll celebrate the things that make this community special as a largely Latino community here in Florence Firestone. So with Latin Labric, what we're going to be doing is community engagement activities that are very popular across the different spectrum of neighborhoods that are Latino neighborhoods. We'll be doing things like making piñatas, very essential to Latino culture. And I'm not sure if we're going to put candy inside, but we might instead put messages of hope and wishes inside the piñatas, right? We'll be making decorations out of paper mache, decorations that you can hang up in your home that kind of reflect the culture, the vibrancy, the color, the flavor of Latin America. We will be doing a loteria game, sometimes called Mexican bingo, but we just call it loteria. It's a much more fun version of that game. We'll be having a block party. We'll be doing a community engagement activity created by James Rojas, who is widely regarded as the father of Latino urbanism here in LA. James Rojas created this urban planning engagement technique where you use everyday objects like forks and paper and toy soldiers and popsicle sticks to envision what you want to see in your neighborhood. And you basically take these objects, and he gives you a prompt, and you place it on the tabletop, and you create something, right? You use your hands, you tap into your memory, you draw from your culture to express, for example, what you would like to see. You build it. It's tactile. It's fun. Key thing. It's actually urban planning that's fun. The technique is called Placeit. And we'll be doing a Placeit visioning exercise today. We'll be using these everyday objects to create alternative visions of what we want to see in this community. That's being led by Vidal Marquez from the APA Latinos and Planning Division, one of the many kind of disciples of James Rojas in the LA area. So this is what's happening today. It's the celebration of Latino culture, bringing together placemaking, social history, urban planning, all together so that we can be as one and celebrate the Florence Firestone neighborhood. I think we always have to remember that urban planning as an enterprise started with harm. Urban planning has done a lot of harm in communities, especially this one. Things like redlining, disinvestment, state violence. There's so many harms that come out of the past forms of planning that are evident today. When I first started here back in 2008, 2009, on day one, the community said, as long as you're an ally, bring it in. You're one of us. Because the community knew intuitively that planning and governance was part of harm. They didn't need to have the secret language of planners to be able to articulate that. They saw it out here on these streets every day. So when I arrived and said, I'm here to help, how can I be of service as an urban planner? I felt the love from day one. And that love just grew and grew and grew every single day. It's no wonder that I wanted to be out here with my feet on the street instead of 10 miles away at the office in downtown. The work was here. The need was here in Florence Firestone. The people were here. So what I really love, what I cherish, is that connection that I have as a planner. It's a bond that can be modeled in other communities. Doesn't always have to look exactly the same, but planners can be close to communities like that. And look what's happened. I mean, almost 20 years later, it's grown into the creation organically of a bottom-up embedded planning organization that the community members did on their own. So I love that. I love that all that we've been doing together has been reinforced with this mutual love for each other. It gives me drive that I need every single day as a planner. What we have here and going forward is a bright and positive future as long as we continue working together. As long as we continue to hold planning accountable and to do better planning work and to demonstrate it by continuing the kind of work that we're doing here, where we will host the placemaking events. We will do embedded planning. We will show the county and the state how urban planning can be done. We will demonstrate for urban planning students how better planning can be done. And we'll always be of service to the community.
How you guys doing? Thank you. Thank you for welcoming us to Florence Firestone Community Organization. ¿Cómo está?
Muy bien aquí.
¿Qué anda haciendo?
Ay, pues revolviendo el pollo para las enchiladas. ¿Estás aquí, no? Sí.
Una de flautas, please.
Steve.
Yeah, so this workshop was created by our friend and colleague James Rojas, and he did this workshop for many years after working at MTA Metro. And so this workshop basically is a creative visioning tool to help people learn a little bit about planning, urban planning, using art, using our hands, using our memories and our senses. And so what we're going to ask our community members is to first create their favorite childhood memory, and then second question we'll ask them is to help build and imagine a public place that they love.
Talk a little bit about what you're making?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, this building up my childhood, hood memory, and the rollers, flowers, the popsicle sticks, and this Christmas tree ornaments, flower dress, blocks, and a drum and blocks.
Okay.
So you're welcome.
Can you share a little bit of what you're building?
Yeah, so basically what I'm building is when I was little, I would always decorate homes with my toys. So the cubes are books that I would use as a blueprint to decorate inside of the room. So that's what I'm drawing. That's what I'm illustrating.
Thank you. Can you share a little bit of what you're making?
Sure, what I'm making is my childhood neighborhood in West Covina. The green is all the trails that led to the middle, like our great park in the middle. And I threw in the football because we played a lot of football back in the day. And obviously the red, white, and blue 4th of July holidays were always like the meetup point.
1 minute left.
For mine, I was trying to make a, what's it called? A merry-go-round? Yeah, because I remember here they used to have like a fair. So I would always like to go to the Ferris wheel. Not Ferris wheel, merry-go-round. And I would always try to go to it like with my brother.
The engineer.
Thank you. Can you share a little bit of what you're building here?
Yes, from memory, playing with my brothers was always a risk. My mother's rose gardens. My mom, I like the holidays and decorating. And the avocado tree in the yard with food. And doing my hair.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing now?
So we're creating a park. And she just created a slide right here. Yeah, and this is a pool, our little walkway with a bike and a pond right in the middle of the park.
¿Qué están haciendo por acá?
Un parque.
¿Qué? Es un micrófono.
¿Quieres explicar el parque, lo que tenemos? ¿Cuenta que tenemos?
Sí, buena idea. Un puente.
Un puente en el lago del parque.
Un puente en el lago.
Un lago.
Roosevelt Park redesign? Este es un lago, este está aquí. Con las ranas y eso. Él está haciendo una fuente, ¿verdad? ¿O qué es eso que está haciendo?
Y luego un puente.
Es una fuente, es un puente, un árbol en el centro, una casita en el árbol, quiero pensar que es eso. ¿Y estos qué son?
Para donde juegan los niños.
Ah,
Play-
ajá.
chip.
Ajá. Es como un playground para los niños.
A playground.
What are you doing?
I'm making the outline of the picnic.
Picnic?
Yeah.
Okay. And you?
Trying to figure out what to add.
Of the what? Oh.
Well, it's not about park, but tell us everything that you guys talked about and put together for
Yeah.
your new park. Your new
Yeah,
community
so basically the importance of our park was to create safety nets, civic engagement, and like bring the community together. So we thought about everybody, bringing security, a senior area, creating like a little garden here. Right here, these green lines are like for transportation, like anybody who's running, bikes, and all of that, with a stop sign or not for people to go or not, a picnic area, a pool area as well with its own bathroom, even a golf area. And then here right next to the pond, which is the center, we decided to do like a farmer's market, or even like for people to do like community, like outreach events. This is the area for it. These little things are like tables all around the park, and also our little playground for the kids. So yeah. Oh, and then music as well. We have even a speaker for it to be entertaining. Yeah. So yeah, that's our little layout.
Cool, let's give them a hand, everyone. You designed Roosevelt.
Thank you.
Over here, let's go.
¿Quiere explicar el parque o?
A ver, aquí tenemos un lago con ranitas, hasta con un puente, así para que se vea la naturaleza en el parque. Aquí unos juegos para los niños con un parque para dar sombrita. Una fuente, con mariposas, un jardín bien bonito, con vegetales, también una ¿cómo se dice? Farm, Ajá, como para vegetales, para la comunidad. Aquí para jugar fútbol, con las porterías y todo. Un estacionamiento. Y otro, como un playground para los niños, con un slide. Y un niño que se cayó aquí, pero ahí está. Un sube y baja. Y ahí está el parque.
So you don't need degrees to be an urban planner. You're all urban planners now. And we do urban planning here at the Florence Firestone Community Organization. So.
Wait.
All right, Rogelio, we're here at Florence Community right now. You're here with Urban Beginnings. What would you like to say about this event?
Having a great time. I appreciate Florence Firestone, Jonathan inviting us to take part of this event. I'm very excited for the collaboration between Ortopedia Urbana and the Florence Firestone Community Organization. As you guys can see, we're doing a Placeit workshop right now, which I'm also pretty excited to experience firsthand. And it's the first time I experienced a workshop like this. And Vidal putting in work right now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to be here.
So Rogelio, next question. As a child, what was your favorite memory?
As a child, favorite memory?
Yeah, specifically your neighborhood.
Neighborhood, okay. I'd say, walking to the grocery store with my mom and my little sisters. I'd say probably, specifically like summer, middle of the day, just walking from the house to the grocery store, which was about 15-minute walk, and just saying hi and bye everybody to all the neighbors. So that 15-minute walk actually turned into maybe 30-40 minutes by the time we said hi to all the neighbors walking on that route.
Thanks, Rogelio. Have a good day, Rogelio.
Thank you.
Me parece bien, me gusta mucho lo que está haciendo Jonathan con esta comunidad. Me parece muy interesante la iniciativa que está tomando y el hecho de combinar la música, la comida, la comunidad y estas actividades de urbanismo y de diseño comunitario me parecen muy interesantes. Básicamente lo que hemos tratado de hacer es tomar las especificidades de este lugar y tratar de convertirlas en estrategias para la comunidad, para diseño comunitario, ¿no? Todas las comunidades son diferentes y esta comunidad comparte ciertas características que la hacen tan rica y que precisamente vale la pena demostrar a la hora de diseñar propuestas para la ciudad. Event, I'm learning about you guys, about Urban Beginnings. I'm learning about Jonathan Pacheco Bell. I'm learning about Vidal too. So pretty much I'm like interested in learning your techniques and pretty much take that same approach and develop these techniques in our own community. I think I'm going to take that away from this event.
These streets, basically this whole neighborhood.
hace el tiro.
Uy, estoy muy emocionada de por fin haber ya estado aquí después de tantos meses, que se haya podido lograr este block party y esta colaboración tan interesante. Muy contenta. Sí, en primer lugar creo que tenía bastantes expectativas porque fueron varios meses empezando a contactar diferentes personajes. Estuve investigando un poco sobre la comunidad, pero la verdad es que superó mis expectativas porque es una comunidad que es muy resiliente, que me doy cuenta que se han organizado por ellos mismos y que a pesar de todas las dificultades que pueden tener, se están organizando ahora mismo para seguir avanzando. Esperaba principalmente esto, que hubiera empoderamiento comunitario, aprender también de nuevas prácticas y pues ver cómo funcionan estas prácticas que tenemos en México, ahora acá en California. Me llama mucho la atención y me emociona muchísimo que en cualquier lugar del mundo, en cualquier rincón de cualquier parte del planeta, hay personas tratando de mejorar sus condiciones desde la comunidad. Me llevó buenas amistades, muchísimo aprendizaje y nuevos contactos y además una grata experiencia de poder hacer esta primera intervención aquí en California.
Muchas gracias.